Okay, I'm going to see if I can make a film with my new camera. Here's a plaice from Winchester Farmers Market. Here's a filleting knife. This is an exceptionally fine plaice actually. Alright, so this is how I fillet a flatfish. The right knife is the key thing. The lateral line is roughly there. Anyway, let's have a go. Filleting a fish, people tend not to attempt to do it because I think it's a bit too fiddly, but it's really worth doing. You think, oh, I'll waste a lot of meat, I'll waste a lot of the flesh, but in fact there's no real need to do so. You can save an enormous amount of cooking time. There's basically two rules. One is get the right knife, and two, follow the bones carefully. Now I bet there is a load of people on the web who are doing this a lot better than me. As a matter of fact, I've seen loads of fish filleting videos. I don't care. This is my fish filleting video. A fish as big as this is obviously, quite difficult to cook whole. But if you, one of the benefits of filleting, well, A is to get, if you're going to freeze it, get more space in the freezer, and B, you get more flavour into it. Now this is going to become acquainted with some butter and probably a little bit of Chardonnay. What I'm going to do with this probably is, you could grill this, you could deep fry it if you wanted to. It'd be shameful to deep fry it. Probably it's going to be pan fried lightly with a bit of shallots very finely. There's the roe coming out there. Julia's very keen on the roe. Probably cook that separately. That'll probably, see what I'll do probably with this. That'll be most likely tossed in a bit of seasoned flour and fried. There we are. As always, if a knife is not sharp enough to cut you badly, it's not sharp enough to do the job. You'll be surprised how little flesh there is left on this once it's actually, if it's decently filleted. But you can anyway use the stock to make bones. In fact, that's a very good idea. Use the bones to make stock. Probably noticed I'm always fangling my words up a little bit. You cannot make bones from the stock, but you can make stock from the bones. Yeah, you don't need an awful lot of knives to do, for the kitchen, but you do need one of these. A knife, knife like that. I don't really know what I'd do without one of these. Flatfish probably the most fiddly fish to fillet. Obviously a small one you wouldn't bother. So if it's small enough to go in a frying pan, then do so with a specimen like this. it's really an advantage. You can cook it much quicker, just flash fry this in a bit of butter, and as I do with shallots in it, finely chopped shallot or onion. Okay, if you take a look at it, there isn't very much on here. Well, what there is there, you wouldn't really eat that anyway. This is an ideal thing to do with this.